you said this morning,
Yeah.
I'm going into corners thinking, right, what do I need to do then? What do I need to do there? And I'm thinking it through before I get to the corner a bit, which is giving me more time to digest and process things.
Yeah. So what we actually need is, I go on all the time about this headspace exercise, where you've got enough processing space in your head to be able to do more than what you're just doing.
Yeah.
If you're really busy on what you're doing, you won't have any extra to actually think, is this the right thing to be doing?
Yeah.
So once we've done the morning thing and it's done a certain thing, and then I drove you around and then you have nothing to do other than watch, then it becomes quite. Thank you, Andrew. It means you've got nothing to do other than watch and thinking, yeah, I can see this and I can see that, and then it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
And then that session, it kind of worked an awful lot better. And clearly, I'm encouraging you at the same time.
Yeah.
Let the arms relax. Because the moment as soon as you think the car's going to oversteer, you just need to let the upper body relax, because you're going to replace the front steering with some rear steering.
Yeah.
So you kind of want the front steering to fall off the car. So the moment the rear starts to steer, we just accommodate it.
Yeah.
And if you can relax to do that, which is kind of the opposite of what people feel like they need to do, you think you need to tense up and save it.
Yeah.
But you kind of need to relax and save it and allow the car to do. And because you're not jumping out the throttle, the car continues in its attitude. If you just jump off the throttle, once the car oversteers and you take throttle off, it exacerbates the oversteer, because it creates a pivot point.
Yeah.
And you can see that when we were going into the braking areas, the brakes are what gives us this pivot into the corner.
Yeah.
And they kind of lock the car down, don't they?
Yeah.
It's much the same as what we were doing on the road yesterday, except at higher speeds, of course.
Yeah.
But there's still, when we said yesterday about having control from the braking, that's what's important, because we've got a little speed loss to do. So the speed loss is in the first part of the braking area, but then the control comes in the second part of the braking area. And when we were talking yesterday about don't waste your braking too early, if you get it right on the circuit, you know where the braking point is, you know where the point is to lose the speed, and then you've still got the last bit of semblance of slowing down, which is now we're calling control in a way, taking into the corner. And that felt so much better. And also, making the vehicle more accurate was more through the feet again, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can't precision control the car with the steering, because if you're at the limit and you add more steering, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't tighten up at all, does it?
No.
But just lifting throttle a little bit, having the presence of mind to lift the throttle a little bit, tightens the line. And that's why you need this kind of upper head space.
Yeah.
To do what you need to do. So, you know, in essence, you just need to relax.
Yeah, and I feel like that session felt much easier on the car as well, because it's much less stressed. I'm putting less inputs in. I feel like it's working less hard. It's
working more four square, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's not leaning on one corner trying to make everything happen. It's kind of dancing around on each element.
Yeah.
So it is more balanced. So you're not going to have the severe near side front wear on a tyre that you'd have on a traditional clockwise circuit, where that tyre's just been asked to do everything. If you can get that balance, you see, when you come off brake in a straight line, you just get pitch. But when you've got a roll angle in the car and you come out of brake, pitch and roll give you yaw.
Yep.
So it's enabling the car to change direction. And you're telling it which direction to change by that. So that's guiding it, the rate of the direction change. That was quite good, wasn't it? That
Felt
was
like a big improvement.
It was a big improvement. So when you go out again, if you go out on your own and do some stuff, be relaxed.
Yeah.
But if you notice what we were actually putting in there, when I was talking to you about mirror checks, wasn't it? Which sounds like road work.
Yeah.
But you can see why, because we're looking at what's going to come up the inside. We're not looking necessarily at people intending to do things. We're looking at the possibility of somebody outbraking themselves and accommodating it.
Yeah.
Because and I've had it before, like at Spa at La Source, where somebody's come up the inside and outbrake themselves.
Yeah.
And they can't stop. And if my lad had turned in, we'd have hit him. So I've just gone like that, because I'm looking in that mirror from here.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, we've got a problem there. There's enough time. If you're not busy, just because you press the brake and the car's nearly unlocking up, you can kind of dance it around automatically, can't you? Your thoughts need to be with what's going on. Especially if you've just overtaken somebody, like we did going into Brumble into Nelson. and we got in front of a car and we're doing 120 mile an hour, we're going to a braking. We want to see what they're doing because they might possibly be sucked in with us.
Yeah.
And then, the track's 3 car widths, so we can always put the car somewhere where it can be safe.
Yeah.
Even if it compromises our turning, it's better that than playing car.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good session, man. I enjoyed that session. Good car, BMW 130i. Not as good as a 130i. Thank you. Signing off.